we call this Has Pat Heard? Has Pat Heard? This was past weekend was very, very eventful. A lot of things happened, a lot of news circulated, a lot of news came out. First question for you in Has Pat Heard P2?
Okay.
Did you hear or did you see that Charles Woodson got inducted into the hall?
Hey, it's crazy thing about it, I just saw that today.
You just saw that today.
I just saw that
Okay.
this morning because I didn't watch the hat because they normally do that on Saturday, right?
Saturday, yeah.
So I
NFL
didn't
honors.
watch. Yeah, I didn't watch the NFL honors, and I was watching the game, like, but I wasn't listening to the game because I had music going, so they
Mhm.
didn't see them, I didn't hear them say anything about it during the game, but I saw it this morning, and I knew he would get in there. I saw Charles last year at Lake Tahoe at the golfing event that we always play in American Century, and I knew he was up. I knew he would get in. I knew Calvin would get in. Who else ended up getting in that's around our time?
Okay.
Oh,
That's
Joe.
part of the
You
music.
got John Lynch,
Uh-huh.
Peyton Manning, the Raiders coach. I can't remember his name.
You have
Charles
Alan
Woodson,
Faneca, Tom
Alan Faneca.
Flores,
Oh,
Tom
Alan
Flores.
Faneca got in there. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
LSU.
those only people I remember.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what? Then I guess you passed
I
this
because
segment because this
because I'm telling you because I literally saw it this morning.
you
That's
just
the
saw it
only
this
problem.
morning. Okay, okay. So if we would have recorded before this morning, I had you.
You would have got me. You would have got me.
I had you. But I think this is definitely a star-studded class going in. Like you said, Charles Woodson, Calvin Johnson,
Oh yeah, that's what I forgot.
Peyton
Calvin
Manning,
Johnson. Yep, Calvin
Calvin,
Johnson.
Calvin. And you said earlier during the season with us, all things covered, Patrick Peterson, Bryant McFadden, that Calvin was your favorite matchup. That you loved
Yeah.
that matchup between you and Calvin. Why is that? Why
And
was that?
apparently Calvin loved that matchup too. It's just something
Yeah.
about that's why you play the game, man. You want to have the opportunity to go up against the league's best. And now he's a
Hmm.
Hall of Famer, and I can say, I had an opportunity to go up against that guy. I think I went up against Calvin 6 times. So
Yeah.
maybe five,
From
I
20
believe. So
from 2012 to 2015, you guys faced off uh four career matchups. You guys were
okay.
4-0 against the Lions and Calvin Johnson.
Okay, so I faced him 4 times. Got a couple picks. That's how you build your resume. And I don't want to. I always been a guy that never shied away from a challenge. And seeing the things that he was able to do throughout his career and throughout the years that we was preparing for him. I wanted to embrace that challenge. So
Yeah.
and he always brought the best out of me, because he was such a difficult guard because he was so big, he was shifty at the same time, he was fast, he was strong, he was physical,
He had it all.
he could run. Yeah, exactly. His catch radius was ridiculous, and 9 times out of 10, I'm pressing him, so my back gonna be against the ball, so
Hmm.
it made my job that much harder. So that's why I embrace those matchups, man. That's why, and, in my career, that's why I always wanted those type of guys because it can either make or break you, but at the same time, if it break you, that should be something that builds you up stronger to make sure it don't break you again.
And speaking of your career, recapping this Hall of Fame class with outstanding players,
Mm.
how much do you think about your legacy and your chances of one day getting inducted and enshrined in Canton?
I think about it every once in a while, but I feel like I have a lot left, you know, out there that I need to take care of. I was talking to my boy Kevin Ross, shout out to Coach Ross, Tampa Bay
Yeah.
defensive back coach, the new the new crown world champs. But me and him, we always talk all the time. That's probably the DB coach I talk to the most. I probably have the closest relationship with him, and all we talk about is just parts of the jacket. So I can remember like when we was together, he was like, man, all right, now this is I was going against AJ Green. He was all right, this that game where you started getting that lapel. He said this is the game you start putting that lapel on your jacket. Then I went against D Hop the next year. He was like, all right, you working on your buttons now. You working on your buttons.
Hmm.
Then when I think it was our last game here when we played his last game here with us when we played the Rams, and I had a solid game. I didn't get. I mean, I don't get many targets at me when I played against the Rams, but I had a couple PBUs or whatever. It's like, all right, now you got your seam, man. Now your seam is getting set in right now. So Then when he left me, he was like, now, I ain't gonna be here no more. But, now when you start working on that collar and them sleeves, because the body of work is speaking for itself. You know what I mean? I had just got announced like all decade, got a couple all pros under my belt, the most Pro Bowls in Cardinals history in the first couple of years. So, I've done a lot of things that those guys in the Hall of Fame have done, so I just want to continue to solidify myself, continue playing at a high level. I feel like I told you early on in the show, I feel like I got 6 years left to continue to build on that resume, and hopefully a championship ring comes into that, because, hey, that ring sounded a lot brighter on that in Canton, baby.
No question. No question. Let me ask you this question, Pat P. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, you say, I'm done with the game right now. Granted, like you said, you got 5-6 more years left to be played. If you said, I'm done with the game right now, do you believe you have a Hall of Fame career already in the books, based on your 9 years of playing in the National Football League, along with all the accolades you just mentioned, the consistency, the numbers? Do you believe right now, if you were to call it quits, like I'm done?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
And you just wrapped up year 10 or year 9?
Year 10. So I'm going to need 11.
So, okay, so let's say you said, I'm done, year 10, this is it. Do you think you have a Hall of Fame career?
I believe so. I really do. I think the only thing that, I hope it don't come back and haunt me, but, I believe that 6 game suspension, will have like a great cloud over me, something that, I had no regulation of, having it in my body. Still to this day, don't know what the hell it is or what the hell it was. But it happened, so, I think that's something that's gonna hover over me. But, I think at the end of the day, I will eventually get in. It might take a while, but, as long as I get in, that's all that matters. But, if I don't get in, I probably know, half of the reason why. So, because, with me doing some of the research, it's not many guys that is in the NFL in the Hall of Fame that have PED violation, if I'm not mistaken. Because I did look that up when I first got suspended. So, like I said, that's the only thing I think that'll hold me back, which sucks. But, I still got, all decade, which is, only 50 something odd corners was able to achieve that goal. I'm still, one of, 20 cornerbacks to have, 5+ Pro Bowls, so only, I believe men or Darren, was it Darren? Rod Woodson, I'm sorry,
Rod
all
Woodson.
pro at 2 different positions and make all pro. And make Pro Bowl at two different positions as well. So what I've done, it speaks for itself. You know what I mean? But like I said, I think the only thing that will, hold me back is definitely having a suspension.
Well, you already know what. Hey, you know what I tell you all the time. Only worry about what you can control.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you want to play 5-6 more years? Go get 5-6 more years and continue to add to that legacy. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And just keep pushing like you've been pushing. The future is still bright, and we about to really see what's gonna happen now.
Yes, sir.
I understand.
Yes, sir.
Hey, those rumors were definitely false, as you addressed that earlier in our show.
I am a free agent, and free agency is around the corner. So.
And yes, and can I say something? Can I? I'm not your agent, but I can tell you one place. Let's say if you don't return back to Arizona, right?
Okay.
If you don't return back to Arizona, you know where I want you to go.
Where you want me to go, man? Talk to me, Matt.
I mean,
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Being selfish, I would love for you to go to New York. You know what I mean? I would love you. Hey, I would love for you to go to New York, the Jets or the Giants, right? I would love
to say New York, man.
Me being selfish, but for you, I would love. I think when what's up, little mama? Hey, yeah, see my smile, make them smile, Pat P. The babies love me now. Hey, I would love. What would be better for you, Pat P? And you spoke about this a few moments ago, and I was just listening to you, and I saw how you lit up talking about this individual. Tampa Bay, back with old ball coach, Yep. Mosey, you got your DB coach. You gonna finish dressing up that coat for you, the lapel, you the seam. He gonna finish dressing it up for you. BA. And you talking about chasing the ring. Man, please. Hey, Tom will get you there. Tom will get you
Ain't
there.
no doubt about it.
And you
about it.
Hey, I know you thinking of you about to set up shop in Georgia, but you back in the home state.
Yeah.
All right, I just
Never
put
know,
that
Jack.
out there now. Hey,
You
hey,
never
yes,
know.
sir.
Show that smile.
Hey,
Show that face
hey, we
smile.
gonna see.
Show that face smile.
There she goes. She
Show
said,
that
hey,
face smile.
she like the Sunshine State also.
Yeah.